My name is Carlie, and this is my Sent story. At about 8 or 9 years old, I had the opportunity to interact with someone who had laid their life on the altar as a living sacrifice, sold all that they had, left to go and serve amongst the unreached in East Africa. I saw this and I thought to myself, that's good. I want to do that. And I made a decision to serve in ministry as a missionary long term. Unfortunately, at that point, I hadn't really had a heart understanding of the gospel and what it meant. I started to grow in my understanding of the Word of God and the gospel, but my intentions were really for self-glorification. I wasn't doing it out of a love for others, but rather a love for myself. It wasn't until about 19 years old when I had started struggling with feelings of purposelessness, hopelessness, and a lack of joy while I was serving in Jordan, that I met a man who was an atheist, a refugee, who started posing questions to me that I'd never considered. And these questions challenged my faith and led me to go to the Word for answers. And as I studied the Word, I found that this same gospel that I was preaching to others as an answer to their problems was answering my problems as well. And I just hadn't understood that. I found purpose and hope and truth in the gospel. And it was at that point that the Lord really transformed my heart. He gave me a hope that's not based on circumstances, joy that's unchanging, and a purpose that can't be changed. He changed my desire from self-glorification to God's glorification. And I started sharing the gospel out of a desire to love people and to see God glorified, rather than to love myself and to glorify myself. So I came back from Jordan with this new heart and this new urgency to see the gospel get to those who are apart from it. And I got plugged in with people who were pursuing that same goal here in the States. And we started sharing around our college campus, as well as in the neighborhoods in our own cities. Started to really ask the question, God, where are you leading me long term? I know from a young age you've called me overseas to work amongst the unreached. I started working with a group of people seeking to reach Muslims in the metro Atlanta area. The Lord started doing amazing things amongst these people. The folks I was working with were folks I shared the same conviction with, the same vision with, and ultimately they invited me to come work with them in Southeast Asia, in a country predominantly Muslim, predominantly unreached. And now I'm excited here shortly to leave to go and serve amongst the unreached in Southeast Asia. The Lord has been doing amazing things here, but I'm excited to see what the next steps of obedience will look like over there.